Hi, and thank you guys. I really want to use my voice to say thank you very much for each and every subscribe, like, and please keep on commenting. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, where we dive into all things reality TV, celebrity news, and podcasts. I'm so excited to share all the latest gossip and updates with you. Get ready to be entertained and stay in the loop with all your favorite stars. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fun content. Let's jump right in.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Please like the video and check out my other videos as well. And please subscribe. And also, if you'd like to buy me a coffee, you can also see the link under the in the banner, and you can buy me a coffee as well. So I did a P Diddy video, but unfortunately my laptop battery died, and unfortunately most of the stuff that I spoke about could not be heard at all. So I decided to redo it again, but maybe do it a little bit different, do less talking this time around, and just play more clips instead. The reason why I speak about P Diddy is because I want this to be part of my videos, my content, because this is something that is gonna be history for Black people. You know, P Diddy, we know he's an icon. He's been around for a long time. He have done so much stuff in the music industry, and within doing so many things, he have caused a lot of disruption. A lot of people is filing lawsuit against him. And this man was literally a billionaire within within but in 20 years. In 20 years, he became a billionaire. From 1995, I think he came out, until 2024. I would say that's about 20 years of work this man have done throughout the years. And he became a billionaire, and one of the billionaire as a Black person as well, was significant to many Black young boys out there. But at the same time, we know that P Diddy had a different side to him. For years we've been reading stories of the ups and downs of artists saying they were not getting their money, and P Diddy was not who we think he was. He was a bad person. If my voice sound a bit rusty, please. I have cold. I have allergies, so most of the time it affect my throat, which causes me to sound a bit rusty. So yeah, P Diddy have caused a lot of disruption throughout the Black community, and for young Black boys that grown up listening to P Diddy, I know this may have affect a lot of young Black boys because they're wondering, if we become a billionaire one day in the next 10, 20 years, are we gonna get take down like P Diddy? And it's not really that they will. If you're innocent and if you're not doing anything dirty, then you shouldn't be caught up in any bad press or be taken down so easily. You know, and we have to remember that even though he's an icon, we cannot look up to people and worship them because they make mistake and they do wrong that they shouldn't do. And not only that, most of the disruption and the problem that he have caused, it wasn't to the different race, it was to our Black kids. Now, it may not be my son or your son, but it's someone else's child that this man has caused a lot of disruption, affect them deeply. It's someone else's daughter. So eventually, it affect each and every black person that look up to this man, you know, because he was not hurting a different race. He was hurting his own race. So we have to look at these people that do things like Cosby. He's one of them as well. You know, for years they have been around doing TV, music, and we respect them, only to find out they are different people behind the scene. So let's go in. So I'm gonna read a couple lawsuit. I'm gonna read a couple newspapers as well, but I'm also gonna show a couple videos. And as I said, if you hear my voice sound a bit rusty, I have allergies, so it affect my throat. So sometimes it's all blocked up a bit, so I sound a bit rusty.
I can never remember what I said over here.
How's he doing?
He's doing fine. Dr. King called it the law of unintended consequences. So sometimes the more you push a person down, the stronger they get. And so he's making an adjustment. He had his family here today to support him. We really want to put an end to all of the clowning that we see on the internet. This is a serious proceeding with serious consequences, and all of us are addressing it accordingly.
Anthony, is it a racist proceeding, as Mark has said?
Nobody's okay with staying in jail for now. Okay, thank you very much. That's it for today.
Okay, so that is P Diddy new lawyer, because he did have a different lawyer first, and he was not getting the bail that he wanted. So now he have gotten a new team, and this time he have chosen. There was a white man he had before. Now we have chosen a black man. I don't understand why he's why he decided to go with black now. But yeah, his team. They're asking if it's a racist thing or it's a race thing. I mean, and some people may say, yes, it is, because I spoke to other black guys, and they're like, oh, it's because he's a billionaire, and they wanted to take down the black man. But it's action. If we didn't see video proof of what he did to Cassidy, we would not even believe it was possible. I heard of this man and so many different stories about him for years. Like I've been watching YouTube, I've been watching documentary for years. So I know a lot of stories that been out about P. Diddy. I'm a Wendy watcher for years. Wendy has spoken about P. Diddy. So I know a long story of P. Diddy from in 1999 with the shooting that went up. I have video in my video that I've done where the lady, she spoke. And she said she told him from day one. But when she realized that he was out and there was somebody else arrested, she just did not know what's going on. So she sued Diddy, and I think she said she was one of the first person to sue him and won. So it wasn't Cassidy first. It was the lady that got the shot in her face. She was the first person to sue P. Diddy and got one. She won her case. And that was in 1999 and in 2000. So I keep playing a couple of videos before I'm gonna read soon, but let me just keep playing a couple more videos.
I think Diddy snitching. Look at this.
We have some breaking news right now. Get this. The former CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch, Mike Jeffries, is arrested in connection to a sex trafficking case. Prosecutors have been investigating allegations that Jeffries ran a sex trafficking operation involving young men. Jeffries was arrested this morning in Florida as part of an investigation led by federal prosecutors in New York.
Is he going to be on a superseding indictment? Child, who else is about to be on this thing? Abercrombie? Whatever you say your name? Diddy said, I'm going to just tell on one so y'all will stop playing with me. You better put him underneath the jail. I don't care who he tells on. Don't give him less time because he's spoiling.
Okay, so in that video, the reason I play it is because you can see we know P. Diddy was throwing parties for many years. And he have a lot of tapes that he have recorded of people doing things in his home. And for that reason, we've seen a lot of CEO from big company are being arrested, lawsuits are going out against them, or they're either quitting the company and stepping down. So there's a lot of disruption is going on around this situation when it comes to P. Diddy. Obviously, most of the time, the reason why they would take someone like Diddy down, especially when he's so close to when there is a election coming around very soon, like very, very soon. Why would they want to get P. Diddy like here? It's because they're causing disruption and there's things that's going on that most people are not really watching or listening to because they're so obsessed with the P. Diddy story. I am not in America, so I don't know all the full background of what's going on, but there's so many different stories that are coming out from different eras, different country, and people are not realizing. And most of the time, they put these stories, especially they throw the black man under the bus in order to help push out whatever they need to push out at the background. But let's keep listening.
Do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'ma need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah. Did Jay reach out yet? Nah, Bob. He ghosting. What the f*** is this motherfucker doing? These things sweet now because I'm in here. It's all good. You about to get out on bail. Nah, hey yo, check this out. Need you to reach out to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know there's a release date for that new Netflix movie. Alright, Pop. It's fucking crazy right now. Everybody out there quiet as a motherfucker, Yeah? Yeah, exactly. We gonna let them have their little fun, but I'm still gonna have the last laugh. What about all these lawsuits though, Pop? Ain't none of them getting shit. I ain't worth nothing. Ain't got shit in my name anyway. Don't even worry about it. Bunch of money hungry bitches and shit.
So you see that I don't even believe it was P. Diddy. I think someone did that video. I don't think it's P. Diddy that called him from court. I don't believe it. I don't believe it's him. But if it is him, wow. Like he's speaking in court. If it really is him speaking in court. So let's go into this where they said P. Diddy's son, which is his stepson, Quincy, has released a statement. But basically, all of them come up with the same statement. And Quincy wrote, "The past month has devastated our family. Many have judged both him and us based on accusation, conspiracy theory, and false narrative that has spiraled into absurdity on social media. We stand united, supporting you in every step of the way. We hold onto the truth, knowing it will prevail, and nothing will break the strength of our family. We miss you. And we love you, Dad. That's the statement that Quincy released. Conspiracy? I don't think so. Cassidy video make me know that definitely that could not be true. What's coming out is coming. I'm not gonna say every single lawsuit is 100% because there are over 200 lawsuits out at this moment. 200. And they're trying to milk every single money that man have in his bank account. And you have victim as young as 5 being caught up in this situation right now. Young as 5. So you have some comment where people said the hotel video was a big conspiracy too, I guess. Obviously, and the same thing I said. It cannot be. So what he's saying cannot be on false narrative. Why would someone put on false news? Because we saw the video. He said everything was a lie that Cassidy put in her statement. And when we check it out in the video, it was true. She was telling the truth. And remember, I'll go back into the story of why this lawsuit came up. They did say Cassidy was writing a book to put out, and upon her writing a book, she told him that she will sell the book. He can pay her, and then she won't release the book. He refused to do it. That's what I've heard around in the newspapers. But on the other hand, P. Diddy, which I know is not lie, which is true, he was having a lawsuit against him. No, sorry, wrong. He filed a lawsuit against the drinks company that he was promoting. He and 50 Cent and many other artists was promoting the drinks company. With the company that I thought it was P. Diddy company. Unfortunately, it was not. It's a very, very, very popular drinks. And he's the main face of that drinks. And he has made a lot of money for the company. So eventually, once he realized he had made so much money, he wanted some more money. And he felt like because he was a black man, they did not make him get any they didn't make him buy into the company, knowing that he was the one making the most sale for that drinks. So he started his own drinks and he wanted to push his own drinks. It's to do with vodka. And what happened is that when he made his own drinks, they decided to not push his drinks so hard. And he felt upset. He felt that it's to do with his race because he was a black man. They didn't want to push his drinks. And when it was their drinks, when he promoted it, he made a lot of money for them. And he did not get what he felt he should have got. And that's one of the reasons why he decided to file a lawsuit. During that lawsuit, it became very dirty and messy. I don't know, but I allegedly heard that in order to break him, they wanted to find out something about him that they could use against him. And that's where the Cassidy book come up and video came up. And they know that they could have used that against him. So they allegedly promoted Cassidy in order to get the best lawyer and get back their video so that she could put out a lawsuit against him. She did. And within less than 24 hours, P. Diddy bowed down and he paid her a large sum of money. From that moment, his name went from from strength to dirt. And ever since that moment, we have seen people come out with lawsuits against him. Because remember, P. Diddy is well known in New York, and he have a lot of lawyers that he have behind the scene that will help him to destroy any case. Cassidy knew that. And that's why for many years, she could not file a lawsuit against him. She kept quiet. I don't know if all of it is full, but it sound true to me. Allegedly, that's what I heard, but it sounds very true. So once that done, the lawsuit that he filed, I think it's now finished. I don't remember how much money he was offered, how much money they offer him, but he didn't get exactly what he wanted out of the lawsuit. So I guess he worked in the drinks company favor. Yeah. And someone in the comments said, I mean, that is their father. However, they should probably remain silent as it's evident is piling up. Yeah. I don't think they should have even put out a statement. If they're gonna put out a statement, they should have put that statement out from day one. Why put out a statement now? He have been denied over 3 bail. 3 bail. And he have denied it. Not only that, he could have escaped long time ago. Obviously, he knew that they was watching him, but I guess probably all of the information they have against him make he felt scared that he could not, if he run, no matter what, they would have get him. You know, sometimes these people, they know what game they're playing, and they're playing their own position, you know. If you know that you have to go to jail, then that's what you have to do. You know, these people, they're not normal like us. We need to realize that they're not normal like we are. They live a different life. So I'll play another video.
Well, Diddy is now awaiting trial at the Metropolitan Detention Centre in Brooklyn. He was denied bail. According to some reports, he's refusing food and could even be on suicide watch. The case threatens to engulf the VIP world with fevered speculation about sordid tapes featuring celebrities and even politicians. So who knew what and when? How far could this go? Is this the music version of the Epstein scandal? And why was Diddy protected for so long by so many people?
Why was he protected so long? Because they wanted to do that. It's a good question. Why was he protected for so long, over 20 years? And you tell me these people never went to police? They didn't speak to lawyers? And why nothing didn't happen?
Truth is, I want to be clear about something. If you were attending one of these parties, if you will, and you attended before, or you knew what was going to happen, that is, you knew that a particular drug was being used in drinks that was causing people to be coerced and taken advantage of, and you were there in the room, or you participated, or you watched it happen and didn't say anything, or you helped cover it up, you know, I want to be clear about the scope of this. A lot of people attended these parties. A lot of people saw this activity going on. A lot of people allowed it to go on, said nothing, didn't intervene, maybe benefited from it, profited from it. All of these individuals and entities, in my view, have exposure here.
Are we talking about celebrities on the level of Diddy?
I would expect so, yes.
I don't got no friends. I don't got no friends.
So, in one of the several new civil lawsuits have been filed against Sean Diddy, Cohn in federal court in New York. 4 men and 3 women accuse the hip-hop artist of sexual assaulting them at viral party in LA, New York, and Las Vegas. The youngest Blindfist was 13 at the time of the alleged incident. Mr. Combs remained in custody at the Brooklyn jail. He is separately facing federal charge of sex trafficking and racketeering, which he denied. The BBC have approached his legal team for comment on the new case. His lawyer recently dismissed the flurry of lawsuit as clear attempt to garner public stressing that Mr. Cohn has never sex anyone, adult or minor, man or woman. All 7 of the new civil case allege that Cohn, through his associate, drug alcoholic beverage at the event that made the plaintiff dizzy, nausea, and feel outside their body. In several of the suit, plaintiff alleged that Mr. Cohn raped them, forced sex oral on them aggressively, groping them. Mr. Cohn currently awaiting trial in May of next year, which is 2025. Wow. 2025 is going to be excited. It's going to be excited for Diddy. The hip-hop icon has pledged not guilty to all charges and has been denied multiple bail. Multiple. Mr. Combs is facing more than 100 new assault allegations. Okay. One new case alleged Diddy and another male celebrity raped a 13-year-old girl at an after party for the 2000 VMA, which is is the Video Music Award. The second male celebrity is not named in the lawsuit. I'm wondering why they're keeping that silent. Other alleged Diddy drug, which you guys know what I mean. I just put it as drug. Independently, music artist at a party and grape her. She says she woke up in pain and with imprint on her arm, suggesting she had been tied with rope while she was unconscious. In the third case, Combs alleged exposed himself to a man, then grabbed the man's genital in a rough and sex manner. The fourth involved a celebrity personal trainer who Combs allegedly arson at a party at his Hollywood Hill home in 2022. I'm just gonna try to change up some of these words so that it won't trigger something on YouTube. The trainer say he saw many high-profile celebrities in group sex activities at the party. And remember, I will play. There's two, even though you're keeping a party, there's two sides of the party. There's one side that is very dangerous, and one side that is okay, party and hurry up and get out. Where he later brought into a small room with comb or removed the personal trainer pants. Remember, every person that work with this man, allegedly, of what I've heard. I just put alleged just in case because they're very quick to come and do copyright strike or whatever. That man, I've tried to involve them into some sort of sex or something sexually. I'm surprised the security guard, the one that come on YouTube and talk a lot, I'm surprised he does not say he be in touch. Because there's so much people that work with Diddy. From the man who used to hold P. Diddy umbrella, he was being touched as well. A lot of them. But I guess many of them not gonna say anything. But they know many of them was involved into it. But they're not gonna say who they are. They only watch. That's where they love to say they watch. The fifth new filing concerned a woman who alleged she was drugged at the party at Combe Hotel room and wake up naked in the bed with a rap music artist talking on the phone in the corner of the room. Ooh, like wow. The sixth case involved a man who ran a security firm. He alleged that he was invited into a private room back home at a party, and he was then given a drink that made him feel dizzy and not sure. Well, he claimed that Cohn then put his hand in his pants and grabbed his genital. The seventh case reported by the U.S. media was a 17-year-old aspiring musical artist who alleged he was assaulted at a party by Mr. Cohn. Let me play some of the videos because it's so disturbing. Persecutor alleged that he also engaged in napa. How would I even change that word? I need a different word for those words. Forced labor, bribery, and other crimes. They describe him as the head of the criminal enterprise that abrupt woman using threaten VD to force them into want to take part in the sex with male prostitute. He pled not guilty to the charge and was denied bail. Yeah. Okay.
I suspect they're speaking in code.
Only 3 rappers who never went to a Diddy party. Number 3, 50 Cent. He is the only rapper to openly refuse to attend Diddy's parties, famously joking that he feels uncomfortable at those events. During a concert, he mentioned how the vibe just wasn't for him, making him feel out of place. His history with Diddy is complicated. Diddy once passed on signing 50 Cent to Bad Boy, a decision that would cost millions in missed profits. Number 2, J. Cole. Known for his low-key, introverted lifestyle, J. Cole avoids the flashy celebrity party scene altogether, including Diddy's extravagant gatherings. Cole is more focused on his art, staying out of the limelight whenever possible. In a famous incident in 2013, J. Cole and Diddy had a physical altercation at an MTV afterparty, reportedly over a disagreement about Kendrick Lamar. Since then, Cole has distanced himself from such high-profile events. Number 1, Ice Cube. Ice Cube has never attended a Diddy party. During a concert in September 2024, he publicly stated, "Almost 40 years rocking the mic, and I'ma tell you right now, me and WC ain't never been to a Diddy party."
Did you ever go to a Diddy party?
Yes.
And what was it like?
A Diddy party?
Is it like
Off-
what they have in the media
off,
or
off the hook?
Off the hook.
And whenever they went into the quote-unquote alleged other section,
Yeah.
I was never there.
You were gone.
That's like, I think in general, getting away from Diddy, and God bless him and whatever else he's dealing with. I don't beat people while they're down. That's just not who I am character-wise. No one can erase his legacy. Bad Boy Records and Faith Evans and Biggie and Craig Mack and 112 and Total and, I mean, mogul. I mean, I don't know what all that other is going on, or allegedly, but man, legacy is legacy, man. You know, surviving Neverland. Did that stop you from listening to Michael Jackson after the documentary came out? I don't know.
That you understand that people know that he was having 2 different type of party. It wasn't just one. They understand he was. So why wouldn't I not want to believe the victim? I think I would want to believe them more than I would believe Mr. Diddy is innocent. I believe the victim more.
I never knew that side of him. He was always so nice to me and respectful. And my whole family. He was always very pleasant, beautifully respectful, never had a problem. But it's not like he's going to ask North ones to go to a white party, is he? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We different worlds and all of that. But it doesn't surprise me to say, where there's a lot of power, there's a lot of money, attracts a lot of power, so they think that they can do whatever because they've got the power. Doesn't surprise me too much.
Listen clearly.
When you talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of. The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024.
Okay. Now we're gonna get a little bit deep down. I don't need to read about the Cassidy one. We already know a lot about that. So many different channels spoke about it. Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer and the Black. So Jennifer Lopez, her first husband came out and he spoke about P. Diddy. And he blamed P. Diddy for breaking up his marriage to Jennifer Lopez. Do you guys believe P. Diddy is the cause of that breakup? I believe he is, to me. You guys can comment later on. Alright, let me go in. Jennifer Lopez's first husband, actor Ojan, I think Ojani in him, had claimed that disgraced music mogul Sean Diddy Cohn were partly to blame for their divorce. Cohn, Lopez, 55, who filed for divorce from fourth husband Ben Affleck in August, was married to Nora, 50, for less than a year from January 1997 to February 1997 to January 1998. Speaking on a recent episode of Spanish language talk show, he said part of that divorce was Diddy's fault. Of course it was. Diddy was, before I even go deep in the story, I will just say what I know. During early 1997, Jennifer Lopez was working with P. Diddy. And I think they were working on, maybe because, she was a dance girl before she moved into movies. But her name were not so huge at that moment or that time. She just came up in the industry. And Jennifer Lopez, because I watched her documentary, not her documentary that she put on lately. I watched documentaries about her for a long time. I've been watching a lot of stuff about Diddy, Jennifer Lopez, all of them. And she was dating her dancing coach. So the person who was teaching her to dance, even though she was a very, very young girl at the time, she was dating this big man because she believed he could help her to go further in the dancing world. So she was dating the man that was teaching her, the dancing teacher. And then from dating him, that's when she decided she wanted to cross over from dancing, because she also was in Janet Jackson video. I think what they called That's the Way Love Goes. Jennifer Lopez was in that video. So she wanted to jump from dancing after she used her dancing. She's a climber, social climber from guys. So once she climbed up the dancing ladder, she wanted to switch over from dancing into acting. And that's when she met her first husband, which is Ojan. I think his name is Ojani. If I got it wrong, I got it wrong. I just saying it I pronounce it. And from she met him, she went and did the movie with that singer that died. She was pretty good in there. And she wanted to go more. And she got the opportunity to do singing. And that's when she was passed over to P. Diddy. in order to help, because then in those time, just like Asha, they were passing any new artist that came out, they were passing them on to Diddy. Like, you can go work with Diddy, it will help you out, and then you come back, and then you're gonna be a big successful music artist. So that's why there's so much people is so tied to him, and that's why there's so many lawsuits. And you cannot say, oh, why is this hundred of people? Yes, there could be, because remember, you hear Asha, he went to Diddy camp, and that's how he became this big superstar. Then you have Justin Bieber, also went to Diddy camp, and then he become this big superstar. It's the same with Jennifer Lopez. She also was at Diddy, went to Diddy. Not his camp. His camp was not set up at that time, but she went to work with Diddy in order to push her career into music, and that's how she and Diddy met. She was still married, and within a couple months of her meeting Diddy, she decided she don't want to be married no more. And that's when she filed for divorce from her first husband, Ojani. And since then, Diddy was still dating his baby mother, Kim, while he was with Jennifer Lopez. And that's in I think 2009. I'm sorry, is it 2001 or 1990? No, in 1997 or 8. That's when we saw Jennifer Lopez in that amazing green dress suit. It was P Diddy who told her to dress that way, so that people could see her figure and the world would not forget about her. And that's what she did. She dressed in that green suit, and that green dress, sorry, not suit, dress, and that was it. She became a star overnight. Everybody was talking about her. She was now the hit girl, the next biggest thing ever. But remember, during that time of her dating Diddy, after she left her husband, she and Diddy was dating now. They were now a full couple, and that's when the shooting happened, where you have Wendy Williams said on her show that someone contact her and let her know that they saw the female allegedly throwing the gun outside the car through the window. It was a female. They see the female nails. Who knows? But obviously, Diddy did not went to prison. Let me continue read. He explained that during the fallout of their marriage, Lopa had begun working closely with Combs in New York on her album on the 6th. I told you, she was just coming up. Meanwhile, Nah was in LA working. So he was working at a restaurant at the time. He said, there in that distance, in that separation, that where the deception started, he said. Shortly after their divorce, when they dated and they split up in 2000, well, we know that Sean and Jennifer Lopez split up in 2021. We know that already, because she was not going to go down with Diddy. So she was told that she had to leave and separate herself from Diddy. And that's when she sing the song, Love Don't Cause a Thing. My love don't cause a thing. If I were you. I love that song so much. That song was wow. It was the song. It was the song. I love the video as well when she fling off the bling and she's walking to the beach side. She was like saying, "Yeah, bye bye, Diddy. You give me the knowledge," because he told her that invest with your money, do business, don't just make music or do movie. You need to do a lot of business. That's how you're gonna make money. And she listened to Diddy, and that's what she did. She listened, and she made a lot of money. She's very, very wealthy, very. So that just show you that Diddy is a very smart man. He's no idiot. He know what he was doing. That's why it take him 20 years to get caught. Yes, so that was her first husband. This man was Jennifer Lopez's first husband. You can look at her. Look at Jennifer Lopez. She is fresh faced. You can see her hair. Like, you never catch Jennifer Lopez with a hairstyle like this. Never, ever, ever, ever in her life. You can see her hair, even like it's different color at the top, different from the bottom part of her hair. You can see the dress that she's wearing. Like, you never catch Jennifer Lopez dressing in this kind of way, ever, would you? Never. You could see her, like, her jewelry that she's wearing. You can see it's a very cheap chain that, maybe $100 or maybe pay probably $250 for the chain. It's not that expensive. The clothes or dress, it's very normal. Like, you can know that dress probably worth about £50. Her hairstyle, like split ends, and wow, yeah. He have on a very shiny blue tuck. Like, this is a cheap suit. This is definitely, she didn't have money that time. So when you look at it, even, as I said, she's a social climber. When you look at her or the way she dressed, imagine seeing P. Diddy, a man who named Puff Daddy at that time, with artists like Biggie, dead and gone, and he's making a lot of money, and he's willing to change your dressing sense. He's willing to change your hair. He's giving you a total makeover, because even with Kanye West, it's the same thing he did to Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian was there, but she didn't look that good, and he spent a lot of money changing her wardrobe, changing everything, and that's what made Kim now become a billionaire. It was because of Kanye West. So that just show you that because of P Diddy, Jennifer Lopez, she owe a lot to Diddy. He really helped her a lot, because you can see her right there. No wonder why she picked Diddy and left her husband. Yeah. So at the moment, there are over 200 different case right now, lawsuit against P. Diddy. He's now in locked up until May of 2025. And they are watching him because they don't want him to hurt himself. They want to make sure that he go in front of the judge, and they want this gonna be a movie. This is gonna be a movie, because whenever he go to court, I'm wondering if they're gonna put out videos of him in court, and because he may refuse it, but maybe they allow it. It's gonna be very big. It's gonna be the biggest court case of 2025, and we don't know how long it's going to play out, but it's going to play out for a long time. And it's like every single week there's a new lawsuit, because they're trying to make sure that they bank rob him. They're trying to take every penny that he have so that he won't be able to afford a proper legal team. We know that Diddy is very smart, and all of his money is not in his name. He have them. His money is mixed up in his mom, and is mixed up in his son. It's mixed up in different people. So you know what he's doing at the same time. But so I would want to ask you guys: do you guys think he's gonna get locked up for years, maybe locked up in prison forever, or do you think he's gonna get away with it? Because we know with Bill Cosby, he got out. Yes, they did charge him, but then within a couple years he came free. I think he's only spent like 5 years in locked up, and that was it. He came back out, and now you have Weinstein, another one. Even though he's white, every charge that they did against him is now being thrown out of court, and he's being released. Okay, so now I'm gonna end this video because I'm gonna do another video straight after. So because I want to speak about Cardi B, and I want to do a topic before I do later on. I'm gonna do the one with Marcus and Ken, because they're playing in people's face. They want to be on TV, and now they're trying to play their game on social media so they can have their story on TV. Like, come on. Even though I feel like Marcus may be a little bit genuine, like I don't feel like he fully want to release all stuff out there. But I know that Ken seems like he's enjoying it a lot. And he come across very, like, first when I saw him on the show, he came across like, oh, he's quite nice. But now I'm starting to like think, no, you're not that kind of guy. You seem like a mean guy. And maybe that's why she didn't want to divorce her husband, because she don't want to get married to you. She prefer to date you because you give her money and you take care of her. And that's why she's interested in dating you. But really and truly, she don't really want to be with you. She really want to be with her husband. Even though with him, he seemed like, he seemed like you want to go back with Trish and his kids them. And at the same time, it seemed like he may not be, like, it seemed like he like boys as well. I don't want to try out there, but he seemed like he may like guys as well, not just girls. Ken keeps saying that, but the more I look at Marcus, it more seem like he probably, but is it Marcus or Marquise? He seem more like he does. Yeah. And because, like, why did you want to split up from your wife? Like, I don't understand. You make a commitment forever. So you saying you was quite young is no excuse for you want a divorce. So, I'm not on none of them side. So, let me play out this video. Yeah, I have a couple more clips I wanted to show.
I walked past several celebrities on, day beds, sofas. They're all having their, their intense conversations, it felt like, earlier on in the day. I feel like as the day progressed, people loosened up a little bit more. A lot more things happened. We would see a lot of nudity. I saw a lot of nakedness everywhere. It just became our reality. It's not normal to see that kind of behavior so open. There was a lot of, in my opinion, I say young girls, but obviously they were of a certain age. But when I look at their faces, they just look very young, very I mean, no more than 19, 20, you know, and they're drinking heavily, doing shots, pouring alcohol over their body, licking it off each other, kissing each other, doing some coke off each other.
The tunnel this morning at the mansion of famous rapper Diddy in Los Angeles, Part 2. After receiving an anonymous tip from neighbors, agents rushed to the scene. During their search, they uncovered a tunnel beneath the carpet in Diddy's bedroom. Despite the family's pleas not to enter, the officers hesitated but ultimately decided to go in. The tunnel looked freshly dug, with wet dirt on the walls and trash scattered around. As they ventured deeper, the narrow space suddenly opened up to reveal 6 locked rooms. The agents couldn't access these rooms, and even more bizarrely, they found multiple intersections ahead in the tunnel. For safety, the agents called for backup and split up to investigate further. What they discovered was shocking. A tunnel connecting to the infamous Playboy Mansion, along with others leading to several Hollywood celebrities' homes. As the agents delved deeper, they quickly surrounded these residences. Follow this page and comment list to
Welcome to one of the most exclusive streets in Beverly Hills. This is where P. Diddy had one of his mansions and where he held some of his parties. Now, this mansion is incredible. It's got these high gates and massive fences that make it all feel really lavish and exclusive. Now, a number of men and women have come forward saying that Sean Combs, his real name, used his party lifestyle to try to coerce men and women into sex, into the so-called freak-offs, as he's alleged to have called them. He's charged with criminal offences, including sex trafficking. This property and others were raided by police, and they say they found supplies for the so-called freak-offs, including thousands of bottles of baby oil and video recordings. We've been speaking to some of his neighbours. As you can imagine, it's all very private around here, but some told us confidentially what they'd experienced. They say they saw girls coming out of the parties here in the early hours of the morning, not wearing many clothes, and clearly under the influence, and the police were called many times. Lawyers for Sean Combs say he's never sexually assaulted anybody and that they intend to prove his innocence in court. But there's mounting allegations now against the former hip-hop star, with people saying that he used his power and influence in the music industry, as well as threats of violence, to keep people quiet.
Right now, related to music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Major new allegations today of sexual assault and exploitation by Combs. For the first time, we are hearing about victims who say they were minors when they were allegedly assaulted by the music star. The youngest allegedly just 9 years old. The allegations were revealed today by attorneys representing more than 100 alleged victims who are preparing to sue. So let's bring in NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas right now. So Chloe, we know there is currently a press conference underway. We do have live picture of that. Can you just walk us through these new allegations and tell us if we've heard from Combs yet?
So the individual that you see on the screen right now, that is an attorney based out of Houston, Texas, and his name is Tony Busby. He's been a part of some very well-known litigation over the years involving a BP oil spill, even involving the Astroworld Music Festival crisis where some individuals were killed during a stampede. So he has made headlines before, but this is pretty shocking. So he claims is claiming right now at this press conference that he has had over 3,000 individuals reach out to his law firm in Houston, Texas, that he and his team have been vetting these claims, that now they are representing over 120 accusers, and that over the next 30 days, they will begin to file different civil suits, that this is not a class action lawsuit, that they are going to continue to vet these allegations, but right now they feel strong about these. So he also said today that it's not just Combs that will be named as a defendant, that there will be other high-profile individuals, some household names. He says, quote, many powerful people, there are many dirty secrets. He says that his team has collected pictures, video, and that the allegations include violent sexual assault or rape, facilitated sex with a controlled substance, dissemination of video recordings, and sexual abuse of minors. So this was something else that they talked about, that there are 25 accusers who were allegedly minors at the time that these allegations took place, starting in 1991, span all the way up over 2 decades. He also talks about where these individuals are from. He said that they hail from more than 25 states, New York, California, Florida. We know that Diddy had a residence in Miami, Georgia. We've reached out to Sean Combs' legal team for comment. They have not yet responded. Combs is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn while he is awaiting trial on the New York indictment, where he is charged with racketeering, sex trafficking, and prostitution charges. Now, I also just want to point out that they also claim that 62% of these individuals are identifying as an African American, and that they are evenly split between female accusers and male accusers, and Clay. So this is very interesting. And he said that he said, you know, look, I know that everybody expected me today or wanted me to name other high profile individuals. He says, I'm not going to do that today, but it will come at some point. And he says that these names will shock you.
Wow. I mean, shocking details, to say the very least. And I'm sure just the start of what's to come. Chloe Malas, thanks so much.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases. And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI. And you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened. People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice. But no, most of these people are scared. They fear backlash in their communities. They fear backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American, 30% are white, and the remainder are Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California, New York, Georgia, and Florida. And I want to focus on the ages of these victims. When we talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of. The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024. If you wonder why there are so many alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years of this type of conduct. Now, although most of the victims who have stepped forward were victimized after 2015, this has been going on for a very long time. The acts complained of in these cases that we're going to file occurred primarily in New York, either Manhattan or the Hamptons, or occurred in California, primarily in Los Angeles, or in Florida, primarily in Miami. Most of these events and incidents occurred at parties, typically after parties, or album release parties, New Year's Eve parties, 4th of July parties, something they called a puppy party, the all-white party, although several of these events occurred at auditions. Many times, especially young people wanting to break into the industry, were coerced into this type of conduct in the promise of being made a star, or in the promise of having Sean Combs listen to their tape or even let them read for Sean Combs. You should know that some of this behavior occurred at well-known venues in New York City. Some of this behavior occurred at private residences of people that we all know. Some of this behavior occurred at hotels that we're all familiar with. You should know that more than 55% of the victims filed reported this conduct to either the authorities, that is the police, or to hospitals. We're in the process of collecting with our team assistants medical records, reports that were made to the authorities, and I've already said that some of the individuals in this group did in fact talk to the FBI. You should know that several of the individuals, and when I say several, I mean many, who did in fact seek medical treatment were drug tested, and drugs were found in their system, weird drugs that you probably never heard of. One in particular that continues to pop up is a drug called xylazine, or trank, which, based on our research, is known as a horse tranquilizer.
Yes, thank you guys for watching, and I'll come back on in the next 20 minutes or less than that. Take care, and please like and share the video. Every share is very important, and every like is important. So thank you. Take care. Bye.